Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is threatened to seize parts of Gaza if Hamas does not release the remaining hostages. The renewed threat comes amid intensifying protests against Hamas by Palestinians in Gaza.
The fighting in Gaza continues. The more Hamas continues in its refusal to release our hostages, the more powerful the repression we exert will be. And I say to you, members of the Knesset, and I say it to Hamas as well, this includes seizing territory, and it includes other things that I'm not going to specify here.
Defense Minister Israel Katz has also warned Gaza residents of expansion of military operations, asking them to demand Hamas's removal.
Residents of Gaza, the IDF will soon operate in force in additional areas of Gaza, and you will be required to evacuate for your own protection from the combat zones. The plans are already prepared and approved. Hamas is endangering your lives and will cause you to lose your homes and more territory that will be annexed to the Israeli defense system.
Now, Katz asked residents to learn from protesters in Beit Lahiya in northern Gaza. The rare public show of opposition to Hamas has continued in Gaza for a second consecutive day, with demonstrators chanting slogans and calling for an end to the war. Another protest video from Sharjah also shows hundreds calling for the dismissal of Hamas, indicating the anti-Hamas protests may be spreading. The United Nations has said that the renewed Israeli operations have displaced 142,000 people in just 7 days. Israel's resumption of intense bombardment across Gaza has shattered weeks of relative calm brought by the truce. Just over a week since the IDF resumed operations after a ceasefire, Israel has said 2 projectiles were fired from Gaza, with one intercepted and the other landing near the border. The return to fighting has also led to mass protests in Israel, demanding a return to negotiations to bring back the remaining hostages and bodies. Protesters rallied near Netanyahu's residence, calling for immediate elections. Israelis also gathered near the parliament, demonstrating against a bill that would increase political influence over the appointment of judges. The measure could spark a new constitutional crisis and help the government enact policies that have drawn fierce criticism. Protesters beat drums and blew horns while waving large Israeli flags. Nearby Muslims gathered at Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque to hold prayers overnight to mark the Laylat al-Qadr. The worshippers crowded near the narrow lanes leading to the mosque, which is home to the third holiest shrine to Muslims. For many Muslims, the night of power is an opportunity to enhance one's willpower and begin a journey of spiritual growth through prayers.